Hello, everybody. Let's see if I can do this. I want to try to do this in. I wanted to do this in landscape, and it's not letting me for some odd reason. I know if I do it that way, it's just going to look sideways, so I'm going to do it this way. So, those of you who whine about vertical filming, I'm sorry, but hi to Pam O'Brien. We are out here at Sturdivant Hall. And this is, I consider, some people might say, oh, I don't think so, but I consider this one of the most haunted places in Alabama. We are in Selma. They don't allow any videography inside, so I couldn't do any in there, and I hate that because we saw a little bit of activity in there. There was a little antique baby carriage that moved. It had moved halfway across the room before we entered, and there was nobody in there but two of us and the tour guide. This is the front lawn. I don't think it's too wet to step out here, so I'm going to walk out here and y'all can see the front of the house. And let me tell you about this place. Now, this place has been around since the early 1800s, pre-Civil War. It's one of the handful of old antebellum mansions that didn't get destroyed during the Civil War. The main story, and up there, if you're wondering what's up top, is the cupola where you can go up there and look out over the grounds, or as it is today, the neighborhood. This used to be a rolling plantation. But the story here, the main story is of John Parkman and his two daughters who were said to haunt this home. John Parkman, otherwise known as the ruined banker of Selma, lived here 1850s and 60s, around in there, mid 1800s. And it is said he was a banker, as the title suggests, but it is said he was in the cotton business and he had squandered some money, something around those lines. He swore his innocence, but the authorities claimed he was guilty, so they took him to prison. He was well liked in Selma, so a band of people got together and decided to bust him out at the prison down the Alabama River, which is off in there somewhere. Can't see it from here, but they went at night. A few people dressed up in costumes outside the prison to distract the guards, while a few other men went in, snuck into the jail and rescued Parkman, and they all dashed toward the river. And just as Parkman made it to the boat, he was shot from behind, according to the story. Some say his body fell into the Alabama River and was never seen again. Others say he's buried out in Live Oak Cemetery here in Selma. But others say his body is actually buried here on this property, on one or the other sides of this house. People here tell you that's just a legend. My first visit here, I was taking pictures, and in one of the pictures, right inside that window, I captured a man and two little girls standing in there peering out, wearing period clothing. And I've lost that photo. That was almost 20 years ago, but I did send a copy of it here to the Sturdivant, and they've got it here somewhere on file. John Parkman and his two daughters also passed in this house, and they are said to still roam here. Sometimes they appear to visitors, sometimes tugging on your clothes. Parkman's footsteps are heard upstairs, walking up to the... And they have a room of dolls in there that the children often play with. I wish I could have filmed in there. Look at this rose garden.
Plantation office.
Yeah, it's the plantation office over there. It's a beautiful rose garden. This has been here for more than a century. That over there is the plantation office. Their lawyer stayed there sometimes. The carriage house. And beyond those trees over there is the kitchen house. We'll walk around too. This is live on YouTube, so people are watching this. I don't know where the sun is. He was supposed to be here today. Huh? He's up there somewhere. Maybe the sundial will point it out. Man, I wish we could film inside, but they do not allow that. Anybody just tuning in, I'm sorry, I'm filming vertical, but it's not letting me do landscape for some reason. I know a lot of people get irritated by vertical filming. Go around here and get the back side of the house. I'm gonna walk this way. See a little of the garden back here. I wish I could sit up there in their doll room all day, talk about haunted dolls. This is the more modern kitchen on the back of the house. This is the rear of the house. And the old kitchen house, where they cooked the meals and the servants would walk the meals from the door there, across here to the back door, and inside there to the dining area. I'm sure the Parkmans stood up there and looked out over their property many an afternoon or morning. There's the backyard. That fountain is beautiful on its own. Again, I'm sorry for the vertical filming. The landscape was not working for some reason. I tried to set it up that way before I started, and it just wouldn't go. YouTube striking again. Now this is the side entrance. The Parkmans were so well-to-do, they did not want to be seen entering the front of the house. They had this really ornate entrance back here. You can see the wrought iron work. And this is where they'd come in. They'd step off their carriage back here and go on in. If you could stand here in person like I am, this house is massive. It don't look like that in frame, but it is. And right in here somewhere in this breezeway, they think, one of the legends say the Parkman's body is buried. I don't know if that's true. They got a little bit of a hedge maze here. Not much of a maze, it's just a path. And down here is their pond that normally is filled up with water and has fish in it, but they're working on it. This place has been closed down because of the COVID-19 crap. And they just reopened not too long ago. They're trying to do maintenance. They took the pond plants out, got them over here in little modern swimming tubs. They're normally in here with the froggies and fishies. I love that angel over there. It's nice at night when it's lit up. Nice garden area. They have weddings out here. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. If you're in Selma, you can make it down here to Mabry Street. It's worth a stop. It's only $5 a tour. You just might see some spooky activity from John Parkman and his daughters. I think in one of these windows is where the children's room is. Yeah, right up there. Right in those windows there. They've got old doll carriages and dolls, antique ones. All right. Well, have you seen enough?
Yeah,
Ah,
I've seen that.
if it was a sunnier day, it'd be a lot prettier out here.
Hopefully Sunday, but they kind of miss this book.
Man, these pretty gardens out here. Huh.
You hold these on my
Oh, you gonna go in there too?
Yeah. You just can go and hold it on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go back. I'll go out.
I'm gonna sit on this bench here and just look up at this house. This is a beautiful home. And those columns are so huge. Alright, thank y'all for watching. I'll go ahead and turn this live off. I appreciate y'all watching here. I got my mask on, but pulled it down so I could talk. I wish that fountain was on. They're working on that too. They've been shut down for several months, so they're having to do some work. But again, for the last time, I apologize. This is in vertical, but I could not get a horizontal to work. The vertical would have been probably even prettier. So, but thank you all for tuning in. This is My Haunted Dolls, Kevin Kane. And I will see y'all later. Bye-bye. Have a good Saturday.